Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I make content based off of self-improvement, fitness, and I vlog. So if any of those things interest you, don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button down below, okay, because we be lit over here. So today is going to be a video that will fall into the category of like self-improvement, fitness type of, content, because today's video is I'm going to be talking about my health journey. So growing up, I would say my diet was pretty decent, I guess. I just ate whatever my parents fixed, obviously. Fried chicken, fried pork chops, baked chicken, baked pork chops, chicken and rice, beef tips and mixed vegetables, cornbread, greens, all that jazz. I will say fruit was not a big thing in my house growing up. I didn't really see that many fruits in the refrigerator. As far as vegetables, it would be like greens. My mom would try to force us to eat peas. I like the spinach. She would do like canned spinach, canned peas, canned corn on the cob, broccoli. My mom make a mean broccoli casserole. Broccoli casserole. Yeah, so I would pretty much say that's how I grew up eating. My mama always made us drink water. She was not big on buying Kool-Aid. It would be crazy because we would go to other people's houses, like friends' houses and stuff, that would have juice and Kool-Aid. None of that at our house. It was either water or milk. So occasionally there might be a soda in there or a juice in there, but mostly water and milk. So that is how I grew up eating and drinking. That was pretty much my diet. So growing up, if you guys hear him in the background, my husband is a gamer, so he's back there on the game in his own little world. So just try to tune that out. Hopefully he's not too loud. But moving forward, when I became a teenager, I feel like I had like an awakening. I started watching different documentaries, like the Pink Slime documentary. What is it? I forget what they're called, but like the movie, hold on, cause he been too loud. Anywho, the ones that I Googled and I remember watching were Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead, Forks Over Knives, and What the Health. I remember watching those and just feeling like I just needed to make a change in the way that I ate. So, I began to transition to be vegetarian. So I remember cutting out like red meat. Well, first I cut out like fast food, burgers, Taco Bell, which I love Taco Bell. I was just trying to cut things out gradually. So like fast food, then I cut out red meat, then I cut out chicken. I was just eating seafood, and then eventually I cut out seafood. And I want to say it took me like a year to get rid of meat as a whole. And even after I finished transitioning into like full vegetarianism or whatever you want to call it, when I did go out to eat at fast food restaurants and stuff, I vegetarianized it. So if I would go to Chick-fil-A, I would ask them if I could just get like the chicken wrap with no chicken. They used to look at me so crazy, but I would ask for a chicken wrap with no chicken and just put the sauce on there. Polynesian sauce with it was fine. I would go to Taco Bell and I used to get their Mexican pizzas. Y'all, tell me why they done discontinued their Mexican pizzas. But anywho, I would get the Mexican pizza with no meat, just the beans and all the extra stuff. Nachos without the beef. So that would be really good. And I would just vegetarianize everything wherever I went to make it, fit for my lifestyle. So then I transitioned to I kept trying to transition to being vegan for the longest. I would do so good, except for like, I had the hardest time giving up cheese. Oh my gosh, cheese was the hardest thing to give up. Cheese and butter. Yeah, so I was vegan for maybe like 2 weeks max. But I will say, when I was vegan, I felt so good. Like I would wake up like, just like, ooh, I want to go run, versus like how I used to feel before giving up meat. I would just want to sleep all day, stay in the bed, not get anything done. I didn't have any energy. So yeah, I will say when I was vegan, I felt amazing. I felt the best that I have ever felt. Now with being vegetarian, you have to be very careful because even though you're cutting out meat and you're, thinking that you're healthy because you're not eating meat, I will say I was the heaviest that I had ever been when I was vegetarian, besides when I was like, pregnant and all that kind of stuff. I was the heaviest. I think I don't even remember how much I weighed, but I just remember how blowed up I was. But because there's all kind of like vegan snacks, and you can eat bread and pasta and all that kind of stuff. So you have to still be careful. Even though you're cutting out meat, you can still be like consuming a lot of carbs, a lot of things, sugars, and things that can make you still, blow up and not feel great. But yeah, so that was that. As far as like my teenage era, that's kind of where I was. As far as being active, I pretty much was not really active. I want to say when I was when I was a freshman in high school, I was on the cheerleading team, and then I was on the cheerleading team my freshman year, and then after that, I was not active until I want to say my senior year. I was on the step team, which that wasn't as much of like a active activity like that compared to cheerleading, because we did like gymnastics and stunts and all that kind of stuff. So was not very active. Another activity that I would be doing as far as being active was like when I was on the PYE team at my church, Numa Christian Center. Sometimes we would have practices that would consist of dancing and stuff. So I would definitely say those were workouts, but it would not be like all the time. But that, as far as like being active, those were probably the only active things that I was doing as far as working out. So yeah, that was my teenage phase or whatever. So moving on with me leaving my vegetarian stage, a lot of people always ask me what made me go back to start eating meat. And I will say that I went through a really dark phase in my life that caused me not to want to eat. I couldn't eat. My stomach was messed up. And the only way that I felt like I was going to, motivate myself to eat something, because I was not eating, you guys. To motivate myself, I started eating meat. So hot wings, barbecue ribs, pulled pork, all the bad stuff. I started off heavy. And when I say y'all, I paid for it. Since I was reintroducing that to my body, I would get so sick. I would feel so sick, but it tastes so good. But I would feel so sick starting out, eating it again. But that is how I started back eating meat again. So fast forward from that, still not working out or doing anything really active, I started to want to get active. So after I had Amari, I started going to boot camp. So my first boot camp was with a girl trainer named Lexus. She was advertising like a booty boot camp. So started getting active with her, working out with her, and I loved it. Like, she would have her boot camps outside with pretty scenery all around and stuff, water. It was amazing. So that's how I kind of started getting my feet wet in it. And then when her boot camps and things of that nature were kind of like over with, I started working out with her even more. And oh my gosh, I absolutely loved her boot camps as well. Her boot camps were more so focused on like full body. And she not only helped you, work out your full body, but she also like has a special way in motivating you, pushing you to keep going, pushing yourself to your limits. And she also just makes you want to just be like your best self and just go after everything that's yours. Like, I absolutely love working out with her. But yeah, Raven Moore, she definitely helped me get back active. But I will say, on my part, not her part, my part, I feel like it definitely helped me to stay. It definitely helped me to tone up, and it definitely helped me to get in shape as far as, you know, I can go up the steps at my job without being out of breath. That's one of the reasons why I knew I needed to get back active. I would be at work going up steps and damn near about to pass out going up the steps. So she definitely helped me get back into shape. As far as losing weight, I had a very hard time losing weight because of my diet. I would work out and then I would go home afterwards and it's late, and then I would just eat up everything. So that is not something that you want to do. But she would always tell us the majority of the way, you know, your body is from the majority of it comes from your diet. Of course, it's good to work out, but if your diet is crap, you're not doing what you're supposed to as far as eating right, you're not really going to see much results, which was my case. I should have been going home, and if I was just so hungry, I should have had like a smoothie or something instead of trying to eat a full course meal and a dessert and some more after that. But yeah, I definitely loved her, and I really wish I had been doing what I was supposed to do, because I know I could have had like amazing results. But yeah, that was that stage. So after that stage, I kind of fell off with working out, trying to save my coins to go towards my wedding. So I felt like I couldn't push myself, because when I would try to work out by myself, I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna do 100 sit-ups, 100 push-ups, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And I would get started and I'd be like, whew, okay, I'm at 37. That's good. So I just kind of just gave up. And with giving up and just eating whatever I want, I felt like I definitely gained weight. I felt like I would be either stagnant or gaining weight. It was hard to challenge myself, so I just didn't even try anymore. So now I have been working out. This is my first week actually meeting my goal. My goal has been to work out 3 to 4 times a week. I'm really pushing myself, I have really been pushing myself this week, harder than I've ever pushed myself, because I'm going to the beach next week and I want to look good in my two-piece. But I'm going to continue to challenge myself, because I should not have waited till the last minute. And of course, you know, I want to look good, but not only that, I want to feel good, and I want to take care of this body that I have, because it's the only body that I have here on this earth. And I want to, you know, be able to get around when I'm old and stuff. I want to have them making a stallion knees and all that kind of stuff. So I'm challenging myself to work out 3 to 4 times a week, stretch every day or in between days, and to meditate, pray, and confess every day. So that's just something that I'm going to be challenging myself to do this year. And some things that I will be confessing, and I'm looking down because I have my notes right here, of course, but some things that I want to be confessing every day, that I'm going to be confessing every day, is I'm in the best shape of my life. I'm healthy on the inside out. I feel amazing. I look amazing, and I'm full of energy and life. I love my body. I love my body and love on my body, because it's the only body that I have. So those are just a few confessions, and hopefully you all join me in becoming our best selves, having the best body, you know, and all that great stuff. As far as my diet, I'm taking it one day at a time. I'm definitely making better choices in the way that I eat. Just trying to cut out all of the bad stuff, and yeah. So for example, this week, let's see if I can remember what all I had. No, I ain't finna go into all that. I feel like this video was long enough. But yes, that's my health journey. My goal is to be between 143 and 150. The last time I weighed myself was yesterday and I was 158. I knew I had to start doing something when the scale said 162. That is too damn heavy for me. Yeah, that's too damn heavy. The heaviest I ever want to be is 155. So I'm 158. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you guys like videos like this, and I will keep you guys up to date on my health journey. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.